Hey, Paul, this would be a really good place to start. Hi, everybody. My name is Hirsch. Thanks for tuning in to TalkHotRods.com. Today we start with a huge thank you to a good friend, David Settlemeyer. David, late last year, 2015, had a chance to be in Havana, Cuba. And while he was there, he picked up this photograph for me as a birthday gift, the best birthday gift I've gotten so far. And it's taken outside of the Parliament there in Havana. A park is what's behind all these great cars. It was colorized by the artist and really is a piece of art. Thank you so much, Dave. I sit here at my desk inspired by the photo. I still don't get anything done, but I am inspired by the photo. Thanks, Dave. Hi, everybody. Today's Hahn Vorbach collector car quick tip is dedicated to George Barris. We lost George in 2015, and an inspiration to many of us in so many different ways. I got to interview him, I proudly say, at the Civic Arena with KDKA's help. And I asked George, why 10 injectors on the Munster coach on a V8? And he said, why not? We're going to miss you, George. We love you. Hey, today's collector car quick tip is with Paul Vorbach, and Paul's going to explain to us the best way to figure out the best show for your car. That's all coming up next. Today's collector car quick tip is brought to you by the Pittsburgh Vintage Grand Prix and their title sponsor, the Greater Pittsburgh Automobile Dealers Foundation.
Well, hi everybody. As Hirsch said, today's quick tip is talking about finding the right show for your type of car. Now, right now, it's mid-January in western Pennsylvania, and that means it's cold outside, the snow is flying, and for car people, that means one thing. The indoor car shows here in Pittsburgh, it's the World of Wheels Rod and Custom Show, and that is always held in mid-January. Here in western PA, it's been going on for 50 years plus, and so car show time is something in the forefront of your mind. Now, here I am standing in front of this 1956 Mercedes-Benz Gullwing. It's a car that we did a full ground-up, every nut and bolt restoration on a couple of years ago, and the reason it's here in the shop right now is because it's getting prepared to go to the Amelia Island. I can almost say that, the Amelia Island Concours d'Elegance coming up in March. Now, is this the kind of car you would take to the World of Wheels? Probably not. As fine as it is, and as accurate as it is, and as pretty as it is, it's probably just not the right kind of car to take to that type of show. Now, when we come back, we're going to take a look at some cars that we are going to take to the World of Wheels this year. Today's collector car quick tip is presented by TalkHotRods.com with Hirsch, the automotive opinionist. Okay, folks, we're back, and here I am standing in front of a 1969 Z28 Camaro. We're prepping, as you can see, the guy's hard at work. We're prepping this car to go to the World of Wheels in another week or so. It is, in fact, the type of car you'd want to take there. That type of show really caters a lot to hot rods, rat rods, some restorations, usually American restored cars, certainly competition cars, drag cars and the like, motorcycles and those sorts of things, and especially anything that's been customized or modified. It's a great place if you've got a muscle car or your hot rod. And as a kid growing up, and I could speak for a lot of guys in my age bracket, we all went to these shows as kids. We got our mom and dad to drag us out, to take us to the Civic Arena here in Pittsburgh or the Convention Center, or some of us even to Hunt Armory out in Oakland, to the shows, with the dream that someday we might have our car in that kind of show. Well, I'm here to tell you, yeah, if you've got a car that you think is a good candidate for a World of Wheels, an indoor show, hey, sign up. Take a look out there, usually late November, early December for the sign-up sheet. It's usually like $50 to get in, so yeah, there's a cost. And it's a hassle, there's no doubt, as far as getting your car in and out. Yeah, if you've got a trailer, that's helpful, or a friend that has a trailer. Other guys drive their cars. Of course, weather is always a factor, especially if you've got an open-top car. You really, have to think twice. But if you do have something, it's a great way to spend the weekend, and it's a good show to take your car to and hang out with car people. And even if you don't have a car that can go in it this year, take yourself down there and go enjoy the show. So our advice is, take a look hard at what might be appropriate for your type of car. Certainly, a sports car, that sort of thing, might not be as appropriate for World of Wheels, but that doesn't mean you can't break the rules. So nothing else, hot rodding is all about breaking the rules. So we did it a couple of years ago. We took the 38 HRG to the World of Wheels and hung it out there with all these other custom cars, and you know what? It was a bit of a hit. But that's kind of not the rule of thumb. Certainly, some of these other cars, like the 56 Gullwing, serve well at like a concours show or a specific sports car show, not so much maybe at the indoor shows.
Now, in addition to the 69 Camaro, which is a good example of a stalled project that we were able to complete for the customer, we've also got with us the 46 Chevy panel truck as a fine example of a full custom, all-out, one-of-a-kind build, scratch-built, perfect example of a hot rod to bring to a World of Wheels. Next up will be the 57 Porsche Speedster kit car. Again, another piece of what we do here at the shop is that, kit car assembly. If you've got one that's been sitting around and needs completed, we can work on that for you, or we can start one from scratch if need be. The Porsche is normally not going to be a car that you would usually see at a World of Wheels. However, there are some custom components to this one, such as the really cool fairing that's on the back, as well as the engine, which has been modified. Next up will be the 63 Plymouth Fury. This was a car that was purchased by the customer, and what she had us do was go over the car, make sure that everything was working properly. There were some repairs that needed to be made, and a few little details, touch-up details. But the car was pretty good right out of the box. And then finally, we'll have this really gorgeous 55 Chevy. This being the 60th year of the 55 Chevy, World of Wheels has put up a special display for that. This is a car that Bill Hahn restored many years ago, fully restored to stock condition. It's a beautiful car. So, if you're out looking for something to do from January 22nd through 24th, stop on down to the World of Wheels. We'd be happy to meet with you, check it out, and have a great time. See you there.
So, until next time, hey, keep hot rodding, and as Herschel always says, Herschel, what do you say?
Be careful in the hot rod.